This is Ari Rios with Music Mastery, and in this video I'm going to discuss warming up on the trumpet. So warming up isn't something I used to do all the time in middle school and high school because it was hard to find time, but it's really important to warm up every time you decide to play the trumpet. So it's important to warm up your mind, it's important to warm up your body, and it's important to warm up all the skills that you need to be successful on the trumpet throughout the day. So for instance, we need to tongue, we need to articulate, we need to be able to slur notes, we need to be able to play high and low, we need to be able to take a big breath, and all those skills aren't things we'd really do during the day. So the warm-up is our opportunity to practice and prepare those skills. That way they're ready to go whenever it comes to rehearsal or a performance. So with that being said, let's talk about when we could warm up. We could warm up before band if we've got a couple minutes, we get to class early. We could warm up at home when we're pulling out our trumpet to practice something, but it's really important before you just make a sound that you have a sequence of things to go through so that way your practice is more successful. Alright, so with that being said, I would say that there are a couple of main things I'd like to hit in my warm-up. First is breathing, next is buzzing, next is flexibility, and we'll go into what that means, and next is articulation. So for breathing, I like to do 4 in and 4 out, just a simple You can also do 4 in and then 8 out. And so on and so forth. And you can do whatever combination of these you want, but the point is that you are moving air in a way that you haven't been, just when you're eating your Cocoa Puffs or like going to math class. You're moving your air in a way that's going to prepare you for trumpet playing. So the next is going to be the buzzing. So that's a concert B flat and a concert F. I like to start on R low C, or a concert B flat. And then I like to build up and try to get to the G from that note. And maybe I'll go the other way. And maybe I'll do a scale. And all I'm doing is practicing the trumpet on a miniature version of it. And then whenever I feel like my lips are all buzzed, I'm going to plug the mouthpiece into the trumpet. And the first skill I like to practice is flexibility. And when I say flexibility, I just mean moving from one note to a higher or lower note with ease. So if you're maybe doing a lip slur, you want to be able to move from a low C to a G in a flexible way. You want it to kind of snap. You don't want to da. You want to just go da, da. Just a nice smooth transition in between those notes. So I think it's easiest to start on a G and slur down to a C. So maybe I'll do that a couple times, and then I can also do it with vowels, if you know the fingering. Through the sequence and play all those slurs. Then I'll go to another slur. I'll go G to C. And I want it to be super smooth, so I'll try that again. two slurs, but you also might want to go a little bit higher and maybe do C to E. Or E to G. And in all those, you can play them as fast as you want, as slow as you want, and you can practice them in all of the valve combinations once you learn the fingerings. And then the last skill is articulation. And of course it's not the last skill, an only skill on the trumpet, but I find that practicing breathing, buzzing, flexibility, and articulation sets up a wide range of skills that you'll use on the trumpet later. So, that being said, the last thing in my warm-up is articulation. And again, I like to start from a middle G, a second line G. And you can do anything that you want. You can do scales, you can do a single note, but I like to start on a single note and then move into scales. And you can go down. And you can also go up. Right, and then at that point, I would feel ready to go. If I know how to do it, I would be doing some double tonguing and triple tonguing, and just making sure that, again, all of the skills that I have in my toolkit are getting represented at least a little bit in my warm-up. So that would be that for my warm-up.